Hi there, it's VoltBike here, and today we're going to show how to install a set of pedals. So to begin with, you've got a right pedal and a left pedal, and you can see on the end of the pedal there will sometimes be an R and a left on the left-hand side pedal. So right pedal has a normal right-hand thread, while the left pedal has a left-hand thread. So they have to be turned different ways to install. So you're going to need a couple of tools to install pedals, and we have a pedal wrench here. This is a proper pedal wrench. If you don't have one of those, you can probably use a 15mm box wrench, and if you don't have one of those, you can probably use a crescent wrench. So before we install the pedal, it's always good to get some grease. Use a little bit of grease on the threads of the pedal. Then we're going to take our right hand pedal onto our right hand or drive side crank, which is on the right side of the bike when you're sitting on the bike. So we're going to line it up, and we're going to begin to engage the threads of the pedal into the threads of the crank arm. It's really important to make sure this goes in nicely and isn't cross-threaded. If you cross-thread it, you'll damage the crank. So now that I know this one's going in, I'm just going to begin to turn it in. You can spin the crank to get it in. Once I know it's engaged all the way, I'm going to take my pedal wrench or my 15mm box wrench, and I'm going to, by grabbing hold of the other side, I'm going to tighten the pedal onto the crank arm. It's got to be nice and firm. So that's a regular right hand thread. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. So we've got the right hand pedal installed on the crank. We're going to do the left hand or non-drive side pedal. So this is an opposite thread. So it's turning counterclockwise to tighten into the crank arm. We've got a little bit of grease on there. I'm going to line it up, turning it counterclockwise while I'm facing the crank arm. I'm engaging it all the way. And then once again, I'll take either my pedal wrench or my 15mm box wrench, and I'll just tighten counterclockwise till it's nice and snug. It's really important to make sure your pedals are tightened on properly. So to loosen the pedals, or to remove them, on the left-hand side, you would turn clockwise, just like that. Now you can see the pedals disengaging from the crank arm.